Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Maha Shirazi, your computer teacher, and today we are starting chapter number 2 of grade 7, creating charts in Excel 2013. A chart is pictorial representation of data. Charts make it easier for us to understand large quantities of data. They help us see the relationship between different parts of the data. Excel supports various types of charts. You enter data in a tabular form and use it to create a chart. A chart in Excel is linked to data in the worksheet. If a data is modified, the chart will change too. So basically in this chapter we are going to study the types of charts, the components of charts, the creation of a chart and spark lines. So first of all, if we talk about the charts type, then you can create chart from the data entered into a worksheet. There are different types of charts. Line chart. A line chart compares trends in data at equal intervals. Line charts are useful for depicting the change in a value over a period of time. Column chart. Column chart shows changes in data over a period of time, or it illustrates comparison amongst items. 3D stacked column chart. A 3D stacked column chart shows the bar to a whole. Now we'll talk about the bar chart. A bar chart also illustrates comparison among individual items. Categories are organized vertically and values horizontally. A bar chart can be described as a column chart drawn sideways. Now the second type is scatter chart. A scatter chart plots each data point with a marker. Unlike a line chart, the x-axis of the scatter chart has numbers and not text labels. So x-axis tick marks are spaced according to their values and not just evenly spaced along the axis. Scatter charts are useful for plotting relationships between linked set of numbers, for example height, weight, price and sales. Pie chart. A pie chart is used to plot data for a single data series. The pie chart represents the expenditure feature of a company 5 past years ago. Each data post is represented by one slice or a circular pie chart. The slice of each slice is proportional to the value it represents. So, the data points taken together make a complete circle. Donut chart. A donut chart shows the relationship of parts to a whole. Unlike a part chart, it can contain more than one data series. Each ring of the donut chart represents a data series, and in the chart, the inner ring is for expenditure and the outer ring is for revenue. Area chart. An area chart is similar to a line chart, but the data point markers are not displayed and the area beneath the lines filled with color, and you can also plot series one on top of another, producing a total. An area chart emphasizes the magnitude of change in data over time. A radar chart plots data in concentric circles. Each data series is plotted along a separate axis from the center point to the outer ring, and lines connected values from the same series. 3D surface chart. A 3D surface chart creates a three-dimensional view of data. A topographic map is an example of this type of chart. Now we will talk about the components of chart. The components of charts contain data table, x-axis, y-axis, chart title, axis title, chart area, plot area, legend, grid lines and data labels. So now if you want to create a chart, we first need to enter the data in the worksheet, and we will use the data, select all it, and then click on the insert tab. In the charts group, click the column drop down menu, click the clustered column in the drop down menu, and it is the first form. The left is in the 2D column. So in this manner you can create any type of chart. You will see the two new chart tools. Tabs have appeared on the ribbon, design and format. So in the design tab you can select it, you can change the size of the chart by dragging its corner. You can also move it into different part of the worksheet by dragging the white background. Chart elements. You can add or change many chart components such as axis title, chart title, data labels, data table, grid lines, and legend using the Add Chart Element option. Chart title options are none above chart and centered overlay. Click above chart and chart title box will be added to the chart. To edit the chart title, double-click the placeholder and type the text. Axis title allows you to add titles along the axis and y-axis. To add an x-axis title, click axis title, primary horizontal. The axis title text box will appear. Double-click on it and change the title to the name of the candidate. Legend. Legend displays a drop-down list with many options. You can hide the legend by clicking None. Click Legend left. The legend will be placed to the left of the chart. Data labels. You can display the value of each column on the chart. Click Data Labels and choose the label location. The chart will be created. Data table. The data table options add a table with the data to the chart. Click Data Table with Legend and the chart will look in this manner. Grid lines. Grid lines in the axis group allows you to specify how grid lines should be displayed on the chart. Major grid lines are the grid lines at large intervals and the minor grid lines are arranged at smaller intervals. Chart layout. If you want to quickly add chart elements, click the Quick Layout button in the Chart Layout group. Chart styles. You can format Excel chart components to make a chart look more attractive. Excel also provides ready-made chart styles. Change chart type. Click the Change Chart Type button in the Type group and the Change Chart Type dialog box appear. Select a new chart type and desired layout. Click OK and the selected chart will appear. Format tab. The commands for formatting text and numbers in a chart are available on Format tab. Click on the chart title to select it. Click the text fill drop down menu around in the Word Art Style group and select blue from the drop down color palette. Similarly, make the axis title orange in color. Select the chart as a whole by clicking it. Click the Shape Fill drop-down menu arrow, Shape Style group and select a color from the drop-down color palette. Now there is a practice time. The class teacher of 7 wants to draw a pie chart that indicates the number of students achieving a particular grade in a given test. The class has 43 students. Help him create a pie chart for the data. Also format the chart and emphasize the grade with the maximum number of students. So you need to create this chart in Excel. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of help, but you are going to create this in your Excel sheet. The stars. Okay. So this was all about your assignment. I hope that it will be easy for you to create all your assignment in time. Take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.